It's opening night at the Rolling Meadows Park District. The orchestra is finely tuned and the lights have been dimmed. As the curtain opens, the scenery takes us to a far-off place. The costumes, so intricately detailed, it seems they're spun from gold. The melodious strains of a world-famous soprano fill the air. Fine arts programming of this quality at the Park District? Sounds like the fabric that dreams are made of. And these dreams have come true. Opera in Focus has been the dream of William Foster's for most of his life. A passion for puppetry and opera gave birth to this wonderful artistry in miniature. Opera in Focus specializes in presenting familiar scenes from famous operas performed by a cast of highly articulated rod puppets. 3 to 4 puppeteers perform a repertoire that currently covers 32 scenes from 17 operas. The artistry of Opera in Focus has been finely tuned over the years. Mr. Foster developed this unique approach to performing operas while serving as the artistic director of the Kungsholm Miniature Grand Opera. The puppets that performed these well-known operas were the perfect cap to the dining experience at the Kungsholm in Chicago. When the Kungsholm closed, Mr. Foster continued his career in performing arts and persisted in developing his one-of-a-kind puppets. Rolling Meadows Park District officials learned that Mr. Foster was searching for a permanent home. It was agreed that this type of fine arts program would not only enhance our arts programming, but would offer opportunity to develop the arts program further. An agreement was reached. The Park District, the City of Rolling Meadows, and Mr. Foster began to set the stage. A multi-purpose room became a theater. Special flooring was laid so the puppeteers could move freely beneath the stage. The gilded stage with its delicate fabric and royal house boxes was moved in. Electrical changes were made for the lighting and sound. The Park District maintenance staff, as well as the city's Public Works Department, worked together to complete the renovation of the room. Graduated tiers were built to hold 55 theater seats. An intimate theater setting was created by simply hanging framed posters from famous operas. The marketing of this fine arts program was utmost on Park District officials' minds. Fees were set at $8 per ticket, with a discounted ticket for seniors and groups. A schedule of 1 matinee and 2 evening performances per week was set. A brochure was designed and mailed to all Illinois Park and Recreation Association's members, as well as various civic organizations, the Regional Convention and Visitors Bureau, libraries, and churches. The press was informed through telephone calls and mailings. The Park District television show, Rolling Meadows Today, featured Opera in Focus. A pre-opening night viewing and social was planned, and the press was invited. While these preparations were taking place, Mr. Foster and the puppeteers began rehearsals. Madama Butterfly, Rigoletto, and Aida are just a few of the puppets. They are 16 inches tall and made of cast polyester resin. Each is intricately detailed. The fully dimensional puppets operate on a series of rings and pulleys and are worked from below the stage. Mr. Foster's puppets can sit, bend, kneel, bow from the waist, and make the dramatic gestures for which opera singers are famous. Mr. Foster's career in set design is evident in the elaborate scenery he creates. These detailed backdrops provide the necessary setting to tell the story. After each performance, the audience is welcomed backstage to meet the puppeteers and see how the puppets operate. From the beginning, this fine arts program has been a success. From Chicago television newsman Harry Porterfield to Tribune chief critic Richard Christensen to local newspaper columnists, the reviews are raves. The opening show, A Christmas Offering, was a huge success. Many of the shows were sold out. Every 6 weeks, new scenes are introduced and a season ticket package has been developed. Although the stage is only 5 feet wide and 2 feet deep, the illusion of live opera prevails. The puppet opera performances are capable of charming a wide range of audiences, from the lover of opera to the child simply fascinated by the fine art of puppetry. Critic Richard Christensen sums up the performance best by saying, The pleasures that puppet opera gives may seem a bit precious and genteel in this bumptious age, but to hear these beautiful recordings and to see them realized in such loving detail in costumes, scenery, and lighting provides quite a special treat. Bravo, Opera in Focus. The Park District is proud to have you home.